Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. I'm the Casual Racing Gamer. Today we are very sad about GT7. We are very sad because this has been a terrible week for me. I went from a DR rating of an upper C looking to hit B this week, and instead I plummeted down to a D. I just hit level D. And I was supposed to be going up, not down. I've had most of my finishes have been like at the end of the pack. Even if I started up front, I got wrecked out usually early, and I ended up in the back of the pack. Some of the races were on me. I made some bad moves trying to stay up in front and be aggressive so cars wouldn't be ramming me from behind. And some instances I've taken myself out. So I can't blame it all on the other drivers. I do take some blame on myself, but it was a very sad day when you move up the ranks on a weekly basis because you're always trying to improve, and then you get knocked way down. Generally when that happens and I'm having trouble on a track, I generally stay away from the races the rest of the week. It's something I do with official races in Daytona and iRacing because it's kind of like a wreck fest. No matter how good you drive it, someone's going to take you out. And I should have taken my advice as I saw my driver rating just starting to plummet. I should have did it before I hit a D. But anyway, I hit a level D, and I probably should have quit here and just taken a breath, taking a breather. But I was like, hit level D. I'm doing one more race at level D, and I just felt like I needed something positive. So I did this race in VR. We're gonna watch the race. We're gonna watch the replay race on the bumper view, and we'll be analyzing it, and we'll see what happens in my first knockback to D race at Laguna Seca when I should have taken a break and quit for the week. But I pushed through it and I did one more, and let's see how that turned out. Was it a smart move to keep going, or should I have just hung up the wheel and the pedals and the headset and said goodbye, see you next week, Laguna Seca, goodbye, whatever tracks are coming next week, that's what we'll be hitting, and hopefully for better races. But I did it. I went through it, and let's watch it. Let's see what happens. So lo and behold, I did get pole. And again, racing for your time trial is way different than actually, racing with other cars. You're pushing to the limit. You're pushing as hard as you can go, and you're not really worried about wrecking yourself. So it's way different when you're doing a qualifying. So, I did have pole right now, and I was feeling kind of good, but also kind of not so good because, I know I have 15 other cars behind me who are going to want to take me out, and they usually have no respect for the car in front of them, and they will wreck you out, whether it's on purpose or accident. I think a lot of cars do it on purpose. On accidents, one thing, but that's always going through my mind. So a lot of cars behind, out in the lead. I'm racing right now in my mirror, and I'm trying to stay on course and track and not overdrive it. I always take the first lap really cautious, trying to just get in a groove of things, get in a feel, see what other cars are doing around me. So here I was able to pull out. I had a nice lead, and I felt kind of good. I felt kind of comfortable. Here we going into like that blind left turn there. So you kind of want to brake a little early, come in there so you don't go too far on the outside. So I'm feeling good going into the blind chicane. I'm always another spot that makes me nervous, and I have spun out more than once here. If you go a little too far outside, you can really lose that car and just tail off right to the left. So that's something that's going through my mind, going through that blind chicane. But anyway, I feel comfortable right now, pulling ahead. Things are, cars are a little close packed behind, which is good. The closer those cars behind you are, the more they're going to be roughing it up and battling, and I'll let them battle each other out back there while I'm pulling out ahead. So looking back there, they're coming through that last corner, and I'm like, okay, there's a lot of banging going on. I'm feeling really good right now. One lap down, we got 4 more to go, and I'm at this point, I'm really nervous, but I'm really excited. I'm like, I really need this win. Like, that would really boost my confidence up after so many terrible losses, almost coming in last place. So I'm like, I need this win. I gotta have this win. How good would this feel? And I'm feeling pretty good right now. Lap 2 out of lap 5. I'm liking the lead that I have, the distance of the car behind me, but that car behind me is kind of breaking out from the other cars, so he's going to be able to have a drive on his own, taking that turn a little bit too wide there. So I'm giving that car behind me, Rocky Mountain High, a little more room to catch up to me. So he's making me a little nervous here. So now I'm getting a little nervous. He's on his own. So now it's going to be like a 1-2 battle. I'm feeling like he's going to definitely pull up on me, because I'm not driving the fastest. I'm not, my limit on driving with other cars is definitely not the fastest. I'm more concerned about not losing control of my car, and that's always going through my mind. And then racing, looking behind me, looking forward. So that's going through my mind right now. He's pulling a little bit closer, and I see that coming. So I'm still driving in my mirror a lot of this time. I'm looking in my mirror. I'm driving in my mirror, so I have to look forward. I have to look backwards. So I have a lot going on. Sometimes it's more comfortable for the car behind because they're not so concerned about looking backwards as opposed to looking forward. But being in the lead, I'm looking forward. I'm looking backwards. Still feeling good though. Still feeling good. I'm out there, have a decent lead. Taking this turn right here. Always looking back. You know, there's a lot of places where other cars can lose it too. So I'm also concerned about myself, but I'm also hoping that other cars overdrive turns, take bad turns, take things slower. So that's what's always going through my mind right now. Still feeling good. We're on lap 3 or lap 5. My heart is pumping at this moment. Like it is like boom, boom, boom. Like I feel myself kind of shaking. I'm like, I could possibly do this. I could possibly take out a win. Will a win put me back to level to a C rating? I don't know, but I know it's going to give me a lot of points to get closer back to a C after dropping to a D. Again, not too far ahead, but I'm ahead of Rocky Mountain High enough where I'm still feeling comfortable, slowing it down in there. Took it kind of decent, the blind chicane, and we're coming in here, and oh no, I hopped it. I wheel hopped over that turn there, and that really let Rocky Mountain High catch up. And now I'm like, oh my goodness, I kind of blew it. I'm feeling like at this moment he's really pulling up on close to me. Now I'm thinking I can maybe still win the race. Hopefully he's gonna drive safe and clean behind me and not try to take me out somewhere. If he pulls up really close to me, and this was going through my mind while I'm racing. This is all going through my mind. I do a lot of thinking and talking in my head while I'm racing. Do I give up the spot? Do I give up P1 and let him take it and at least come in with a clean P2 and not really battle for P1 and risk spinning out and taking my car out and thinking of other cars then overdriving me? I'd rather come in second than come in again at the end of the pack or even middle of the pack. I needed a win, yes, but coming in second is sweet too. I know it's going to give me a lot of points. So he's kind of pulling up, pulling back, pulling up, pulling back. I'm trying to make the quickest moves I can make where I feel most comfortable on the track, pushing it to my limit. But this is not where I want to push it to the limit right here. So I'm definitely slowing it down, taking it a little more cautious. I'd rather be a little more slower and not spin my car than spin it out trying to be too aggressive. Again, came really close to wheel hopping there. So I was like, oh my goodness. I was so nervous. I'm like, oh my God, we have like we gotta have one more lap to go. And I know he's gonna be battling hard. He wants a win. Who doesn't want to win, right? You're in second place. You are gonna battle as hard as you possibly can because first place is so close. And I know that. Going into this last lap. So again, I'm evaluating in my head, how hard do I drive this lap? How aggressive do I be? If he gets a little too close to me, do I give up the spot and be happy with a P2? But man, I really want that one. I really want that win. I want that win. That's all I'm thinking in my head is I want the win. But if you don't win it, P2 is going to be really good too. So here we go. He's really closing in on me, getting closer. I'm trying to see where I can pull ahead. Where can I pull ahead? I'm really working hard. I'm literally driving in my mirror, in the mirrors, and looking forward, looking back, looking forward, looking back, looking forward. Where can I take him? Oh, he's going to try to make it move on the inside. Thought about it, went back to the outside. I'm like, okay, I still have it. Where is he going to try to make his move? Coming in here, I try to take it a little fast on that turn. You can usually handle that turn a little good if I get on the inside on that turn, so still feeling good. Really nervous coming into this blind chicane here. All I'm thinking is don't blow it. Don't blow it. Don't blow the turn. All right, good. I made it. I survived it. I still have a kind of decent thing. The most nervous spot I'm going to take now is in the last turn. I know I take that a little slow because I hate spinning out there. And I think, like, is that going to be where he's going to make his move? Oh, now he's really close. Now he's on my bumper. Is he going to bump me out of the way? I'm thinking right now on this turn, don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Don't spin me. He's going to try to take me on the inside. I pull out to the outside, and I got it. Right now, I am, like, celebrating in my head. I was like, oh, I did it. Oh, my goodness. And consistency. So as you can see, my lap times, yes, they're not the fastest lap times, but I did a 129, a 125, 125, 125, 125. I consistently ran the same lap time over and over and over and over again. So I knew where my limit was, how to drive it comfortably, where I felt good on all the turns that I can handle better and all the turns slowing down where I felt like I need to be more cautious. So I always try to push, try to just be consistent and just getting through the track without taking yourself out. Your limit is different than the next guy's limit. The guy who runs a 119 or 120 on here, his limit's way different than my limit. So I have to drive to my limit and not try to push it to a limit that I'm not comfortable driving with. But anyway, Rocky Mountain High, that was a great race. He raced clean. He came close to me. I thought he was going to try to make some moves and pull in. I was lucky enough to be able to pull ahead of him at times that it really mattered. So this race did not get me to C class. It got me really, really close. And I should have quit and I should have hung it up and came back another day. But I was like, man, I really need to get back to C. So I did do another race. I did one more race after that. And luckily enough, I came in third and I got back to C. After that, I said, all right, I don't think I'm doing any more official races this week at Laguna Seca. I think I'm going to wait to see what's on next week. I can breathe. I can enjoy a little bit. I'm back to C. Start focusing on trying to move up to a B again. But this was a really bad week for me in Gran Turismo 7. And I know a lot of you guys have probably been in this situation before. And that was a really good race. I led the whole race from start to finish, but it was, even though I was in the lead the whole time, there was a lot going on. And there was a lot going through my mind that I was focusing on to try to stay in the lead, keep the lead, and not take myself out and drive off the track on turns that where they're really, to me, they're really scary and have a really high probability of spinning out, going off road and things like that. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please thumb it up, subscribe if you enjoy the content and racing games. And we're going to catch you guys on the next one. Let me know your experience down below with Laguna Seca. And if you've been on that same path with any other courses during the weeks, going to a higher level and then getting knocked back down. It really stinks. It's such a bad feeling. You really feel like such a failure. But we can bounce back from it, guys. We can bounce back and we can push through it and we can move back up. And that's what it's about. It's always about improving and not giving up. So thanks for watching, guys. We out of here. Peace.